Fourth seed will be up on the approach first. 28-year-old from College Corner, Ohio, has never won a PBA title. This is, in fact, his first career PBA telecast. First frame of the shootout round. Sean-Quinn will start things off. Marshall knocks them all down in the first.
Well, no nerves for Sean-Quinn as he makes a great shot to open up the shootout round.
Chris Barnes up next in the shootout round, 29-year-old, second-year touring pro from Wichita, Kansas. A right-hander, 6 feet, 185 pounds.
And Gary, kind of unusual for Chris Barnes. That's the same ball he's used the entire tournament. In today's game, very unusual for that to happen.
Bob Learn Jr., 37-year-old. He's the seasoned veteran of this group.
Three shots, 3 strikes.
What?
Bob. Gary, we have a little bit of a misunderstanding here.
Whoever starts, the second person goes there.
Bob Learn bowled on the wrong lane.
Now, what happens in this case?
Now, the shot doesn't count. That strike that Bob Learn threw. He'll have to throw the shot over again on lane 33. So this is truly his first frame.
Deja vu all over again for Bob Learn Jr. How many times have you seen that happen?
Once today. That's the only time I've ever seen anybody bowl in the wrong lane on a national telecast.
Fortunately for Learn, it produced the same result. So 3 strikes in the first frame of the shootout round, and here's Sean-Quinn up once again in the second.
And a soft 10 for Sean-Quinn. Sean-Quinn, 6-step approach. Gets the ball nice and high in his backswing, throwing it out to about the 2 board, hooking back into the pocket, 6-pin stays in the channel, doesn't knock the 10 out.
Sean-Quinn attempting to convert the spare in the second, just the 10, and he'll pick that up. So Quinn starts out with a strike and a spare in the shootout round.
And good technique for Sean as he throws the ball hard and straight to pick up that 10-pin.
Chris Barnes, 1998 PBA Rookie of the Year. And in 1999, certainly has placed himself in a position early in the season to be considered for Player of the Year honors as well.
Yeah!
Able to keep the ball on line. Very, very important that the speed is kept up today. Chris Barnes, take a look how high the backswing is. That helps him throw the ball fast, holding the pocket.
And this time, Learn comes back on the lane he's supposed to be on and answers again with a strike. Couple for Learn to open up the shootout. And now Sean-Quinn. In the third frame. Right-hander, 5'8", 225 pounds, puts a lot of power behind that ball, Marshall, and picks up a strike.
Well, he has no problem in the third frame. Unfortunate, left the 10-pin in the second frame. That right now is the reason why he trails by 10 pins to both Barnes and Learn.
Barnes missing a 300 game by just 1 pin. 299 is high this week, 179 his low game. Consistent week for Chris Barnes.
And for Chris Barnes, last year's Rookie of the Year, trying to throw his name in the hat for Player of the Year. Nice low angle of Chris throwing the ball down the right-hand side of the lane, hooking into the pocket, taking care of all the pins. Confident young player.
Well, to go from Rookie 1 year, Rookie of the Year, to top player, unprecedented in the sport.
Soft. Soft, soft, soft.
Came in high. You could hear him saying he threw that ball soft. Ball just goes right through the center of the pins. Fortunate. Look at the 10-pin, Gary. Just barely falls.
Chris Barnes with the early lead, up by 12 over Bob Learn Jr. We'll be back. Shootout round. Chris Barnes in command. He's perfect through 3. Over Bob Learn Jr., Sean-Quinn 20 down. And Sean-Quinn up on the approach in the 4th.
He threw a bad shot. The ball was left off his hand, but he was very, very lucky. Gets the 5-pin off the sideboard. Watches the ball is just way, way left to the head pin. Here comes a little help. 5-pin's going to fall. A great break for a rookie and a happy one right now.
Chris Barnes now. And Barnes comes right back. The first 4 for Barnes.
Chris Barnes hoping the ball will hook back in.
Now Bob Learn Jr.
Now he's working on a spare. He strikes in the 4th frame as well. And Gary, they're playing more of an outside trajectory this week, and that's determined by the way the lanes were oiled. They didn't put as much oil on the lanes this week, only went down 34 feet. It's forced the guys to use harder equipment and stay further to the right.
Sean-Quinn now, 5th frame of the shootout round, looking to remain close. He's 22 down, and a strike certainly is going to help him there.
Well, and he takes what was a great break in the previous frame and backs it up with a really, really good shot. That's what you've got to do out here. You get a good break, take advantage of it.
Looks like he's having fun. No signs of nervousness, really.
Well, he does seem pretty cool for a relative newcomer to the tour.
Speaking about cool, Chris Barnes.
He knows he got away with one there. The ball was a little bit left off his hand, but the good rotation up the back of the ball, the forward roll is what keeps that ball in the pocket.
And now Bob Learn Jr. working on a strike. And a strike for Learn. Access the latest information on the PBA by checking out their website at www.pbatour.com, sponsored by Brunswick. The site features the latest tournament standings, stats, news from the PBA, and scheduled live chats with the pros. And Sean-Quinn has certainly settled in. He's working on 3.
Delaney made the bad shot on earlier, overcompensated, got that ball farther to the right, but a little slower. Ball hooks right through the nose. Look how much this ball is going to hook back. It's all the way to the edge, comes all the way back up and hits high. Right now he knows it's going through the nose. All he can do is just try and make the 3-6-10. Difficult spare, hard and straight once again. Takes care of the business.
Well, coming up next here on CBS, live 3rd round coverage of the Kemper Open. After 2 rounds, PGA Tour rookie Rich Beam, a 3-stroke lead over 3 others. Bradley Hughes, Tommy Armour III, Dave Stockton Jr. Live 3rd round coverage here on CBS next. And Chris Barnes now. Barnes perfect through 5 frames. Not this time leaving the 4.
Just coming in ever so slightly high. The string stops at 5, but Barnes still in very good control.
And Barnes converts. So a spare for Barnes in the 6th frame brings Bob Learn Jr. back up on the approach. Learn 19 years as a pro, 13 years as a touring pro. 3 national titles. And Bob Learn Jr. remains close, keeping the shootout round of the Oregon Open right there. We'll be back.
US Open in July. And Brian, I know you're back there watching in Florida. Good luck to you.
Into the 7th frame of the shootout round. Chris Barnes in the lead, Sean-Quinn Masters, his best performance so far on the spring tour here on CBS, a 10th place finish.